Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we oh man. We went out last night. Well, yesterday, you guys knew we were going out for our anniversary. We didn't do anything fancy or fun. We left here. We went out to my brother and sister-in-law's house, hung out there for a few hours, and then we took them to dinner with us. I don't mind going out by myself with, you know, just me, Tim, and Ella. It's nice. But it's also nice to actually have conversations during dinner, because when Tim is eating and it's just me and her, he doesn't really talk. He just more or less eats his food. And we talk, you know, don't get me wrong. We ask, like, how's your food? Blah, 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 you know. But it's nothing, you know, extravagant or extraordinary or anything. It's honestly kind of a boring type way to eat. But it's how we've always done it. We've always been like that. I have her kinetic sand like all over my side boob here. Driving me nuts. But, so, we went there, like I said. We took them out for like a late lunch / dinner. We went to Iron Bridge Inn in like Mercer, I think. It's on the outskirts. It might be more like Grove City area, but it's, you know, in between there. Oh, my hip. Then after we were done eating, they went back to their place. We drove separately. They went back to their place because my brother-in-law he was gonna go lay down because he works night shifts and he wanted to, you know, take a little nap before work. So that's what they did, and then we left to go off on our own. We went to Target to look for maternity clothes for me because I'm gonna need them anyways, and all of my pants don't fit. They're way too tight on my belly as it is already, just from bloating and, you know, the early pregnancy, like, bloating. So all of my pants that I have currently are too tight. That's why I've been wearing dresses. But we've been having a lot of thunderstorms, a lot of rain lately, and I don't want to be wearing dresses when it's colder. But none of my pants fit. So, I only have one pair of maternity shorts and I don't have any pants because in early pregnancy with her, I had these sweatpants that fit me, but they since have gotten holes and everything and I had to throw them out. So we went to Target looking for maternity pants so that I had some pants that fit me now, but also pants that I'll be able to wear all throughout the pregnancy and still fit come February when I'm due and I'm 9 months pregnant. Because it's gonna be cold and I am not feeling like wearing shorts or pants to go out in the snow. So I'm gonna have to get some pants. But Target did not have any of my size. They had up to size 16 and I need 18. So I tried the 16, they were just a little too tight. So I just said, screw it, I'm not gonna get any of the pants. And put them back, but I did get 2 shirts. But I think I'm gonna end up ordering the pants from Motherhood Maternity. There's a pair of jeans and a pair of like yoga pants that I'm gonna get. However, they're like 70 bucks, but I even ordered or looked on Target online and they didn't even have pants that, you know, were in my size online that I could have shipped. But I did get this top. It's a Isabel maternity maternity shirt. It's a 2X. It's just, this one's just a plain black, but it does have the ruching on the side to help accentuate the bump a little bit. They're just more comfortable, honestly. And they were on sale. So they were originally $12, I think. They were originally $13, but they were on sale for $11 if you buy 2 or more. So I got them for $22. But this one is also a 2X, same brand, Isabel Maternity. But this one is a pink and white, like, spotty type tie-dye effect. And it also has, like I said, the ruching here on the side. So that's all I ended up getting yesterday. We stopped at Target, we stopped at Kohl's, we stopped at Gabe's, we stopped at, there was one other store that we stopped at yesterday that I was looking for maternity stuff and had no luck. I was so furious in Kohl's because I asked 3 associates 3 different times and was told 3 different places where maternity stuff was at. The first lady I asked, she told me it was over, if I went up this aisle and swooped to the left, or yeah, to the right, it would be mixed in with the sleepwear. Another lady that I asked that was right in that area, she told me it was between the boys section and the women's section. So it was like right in between those two. Looked there, nothing there. I asked someone else and she said it was like upstairs in the far left corner. And I went upstairs and looked in the far left corner and there was no maternity clothes. I did a full walk around that entire store and I just said, screw it, left the cart, grabbed Ella, and I went out to the car where Tim was waiting. I was like, I'm done. He's like, do you want me to go in with you? I'm like, no, because if their employees can't even tell me where things are at in the store, 3 separate employees telling me 3 separate places and none of those places were correct, I'm not gonna pay them, you know. But I did get chicken out of his cage this morning. Where, oh, he's up here. Hi, chicken. So I got him out of his cage this morning. I completely tore his cage out, washed all of the bits, like the landing plate trays, the tunnels, his wheel, his food dish, everything I wiped down. I kept him stored in this box, but I had him in his wheel, this way, or his ball. This way Ella wasn't like picking him up and throwing him around because she would like to try to do that. But I took out all of his old bedding. I also took out the tubing that went from here up to the top of the barn area because he had so much bedding up there. He never came down except to get something to drink, store food in his cheeks, take it back up and bury it up there. And occasionally at night he would come down and run on his wheel and grab some more bedding and take it up. But he was never down here in the main part of the cage where Ella could see him. She hadn't seen him in weeks. So I said enough is enough. I just decided to take that tunnel out because he just kept hiding up in the very top. And it's a dark red, so it's like harder to see through to begin with. But then he had so much bedding he would bury himself under. And I'm like, I can't do this. That's exactly why we took the silo off too, because when we had the silo hooked up, he would took all of his bedding and filled this bottom half of this red section with bedding, and he would just bury himself in here. He wouldn't go up to the top. He wouldn't do anything other than sleep in here, and he would never come back over into the main part of the cage. So that's why I took the silo off, and that's when he went up into the top of the cage where the barn's at. And I'm like, well, what's the point of having him if he's not gonna let our daughter see him? It's her pet and she hadn't seen him in weeks. So we just decided, or I pretty much decided, to take that tunnel off. I was gonna hook a tunnel up here on the side so he could go from like here down to here and then have another tunnel coming out to like down by the bedding. This way he could just, he had a little bit more room that he could like run in tunnels and stuff, but none of the pieces of tunnel I have work. They wouldn't work for that area. So he's a little stressed right now because, I took him out of his home and blocked it off, but I didn't have any other options because he wasn't letting Ella see him, and I'm not gonna have a pet that Ella can't see, if that makes sense. So Ugh. Sat down finally. I also took her bed out, not her like frame, but you know, her mattress and everything. Had to vacuum it down because she stored Oreos in there, and don't know when, but she had an Oreo in her bed last night and she sat there and crumpled it all to little bits, so I had to vacuum her mattress off. And then I had to, like, I took her bed off, like her mattress off, because I knew it was a mess underneath her bed frame, but you guys, it was so bad. There were cracker crumbs, there were chunks of paint that she's ripped off the walls, there were books. There was so much stuff. I had to throw 2 of her books away because she had broken them. She ripped the pages out, or like the cover off and stuff like that. And like, come on, shorty. So I got that all figured out, and then I took care of Chicken's cage. But I've just been up, go for the last like 2 hours, cleaning her room and the cage and everything, and I'm just tired. But I ended up getting an order for a pistachio bowl in this light blue color. This is one we started yesterday before we left, but it like messed up on the side. If you guys can see the like how it's like rough like that. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like the top half of this side, like nice and smooth. So he's printing it again right now. Hopefully it works out and turns out good. But I may still list this one up just for a cheaper price since it is a little defective. I'll have to ask Tim and see what he thinks. It's still just as strong. You know, there's nothing structurally wrong with it. It just flawed. So I think I might list it up just for a little bit of a cheaper price because it is like flawed like that. But then I also have an order for a pink 3D printed Cricut maker, I think is what it is. So I've got that he's got to get done, and then I have an order for a decal that I got to get done as well. They all came in within this past couple of days. So that's, you know, it's been nice, but it's also kind of hectic. Tim got the Fred 3D printed that was ordered from the craft show. I need to get a hold of her, let her know that she can pick it up, or you know, we can meet to exchange and everything like that. She already paid for it, I just gotta give it to her. And then the person that ordered the 2 cups at Community Days at my craft show that I went to, she paid for them, and I gotta get them started tonight. So I gotta get those prepped and everything. I'll have to spray paint them and then try to put the decals on without ripping off the spray paint, maybe. Or I'll probably just do a small like thin coat of epoxy over the paint, then add the decals and then like the glitter and stuff like that that they want. So I'm gonna keep an eye on his print. I'm gonna edit because I haven't edited in like 4 days. Gotta get that done, and she's eating a popsicle right now because she was, you know, she's been pretty good. It's 4:45 right now. I'm making Tim steak for dinner. I don't want steak because, ew. Last night at dinner, no one ended up ordering like steak or anything like that. My brother-in-law ordered a burger. My sister-in-law got mac and cheese. Tim got a lobster mac and cheese. I got an Alfredo, and then the kids had the chicken tenders. But yeah, it's not too bad because I can't really see the meat, but they were really nice and understanding about me not feeling like looking at meat. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna edit, and then gotta go out and clean the house, get stuff put away and just kind of picked up since we weren't home yesterday, and things just kind of accumulated from the time that we were here in the morning and after we got home last night. So I gotta get that stuff all cleaned up.